In this video, we're going to have a look at plotting points on the Cartesian plane. So our plane has an axis in the horizontal direction, and this is called the x-axis. And it has an axis in the vertical direction, and this is called the y-axis. Now, when we're plotting points, we always write the coordinate on the x-axis first, and then the coordinate from the y-axis. So if we have a look, our first question says, plot the following points on the graph. Point A at 0, 0. Now this point 0, 0 has a special name. It's called the origin. So if we plot that on the graph, it's the point where our two lines intersect. This is point A, and that's called the origin. That's a really important point on our graph. It's the point we start from for plotting all of our other points. So that's point A plotted. Cross that one out. Now we need to plot point B. It has an x-coordinate of 3. Our x-coordinate goes first. It's our x value. And it has a y-coordinate of 5. That's our y value. So what we do to plot this point is we come across to 3. Now our point is going to be somewhere on this 3 line. And we need to know whereabouts on this line. It's definitely going to be on the 3 line because that's an x value of 3. And we know our y value is 5. So what that means is we come across 3 and we go up to 5. And that is our point B. Our next point is x value 4, y value minus 5. So to plot this point, we find the x value of 4. So this is our x-axis. We come across to 4. Now we have minus 5 for our y value. The negative numbers are down here, so that means we're going down. So it's going to be somewhere on this 4 line. We're going all the way down to minus 5, which is here. So this is our point. It's got a minus 4 on the x-axis and minus 5 on the y-axis, and where they meet up here is the point 4 minus 5, and that is our point C. Then point D has an x-coordinate of minus 2 and a y-coordinate of minus 6. Remembering that our x-coordinate always goes first, and that's our horizontal coordinates, followed by our y-coordinate of minus 6. So our x-coordinate is minus 2. The negative x's are over this side, so we go to negative 2. And then our y-coordinate is minus 6, so we go down to 6, and we plot our point D. So that's our points. A at the origin, B, C, and D. Those points with those given coordinates. The second part of this question asks us to what are the coordinates of these points? So there are some points already plotted on our plane. First one is point E, which is plotted here, point E. Now, if we have a look at this point, we need to write its x-coordinate first and then its y-coordinate. So its x-coordinate is how far along the x-axis it is. Well, it's at the point 8. It's on this 8 line. We've gone across 8. So our x-coordinate is 8. Then the y-coordinate tells us how far we've gone up or down. Actually, haven't gone up or down at all. We're at the point 0. We're on that axis. The point's moved a little bit when I drew it. But it should be just here on this axis. And so that's 0. We haven't gone up or down at all. And so our point is 8, 0. Let's look at point F. That's up here, point F. So first thing we need to do is figure out what its x-coordinate is. How far is it across? Well, if we have a look, it's on this line. Now this line is 2. So our x-coordinate is 2. And our y-coordinate, how far up it is, well, it's all the way up at 8. Our y-coordinate is 8. That point has coordinates of 2, 8. Next point G, down here. Our first coordinate is always the x-coordinate, the horizontal one. So how far over is G? Well, it's in the 1 line. It's 1 square over from the axis. And so our x-coordinate, our horizontal coordinate, how far across it is 1. And our y-coordinate, how far down we've come, because in this case it's down, is negative 8. We're down negative 8. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 8 from the axis. And so our y-coordinate is negative 8. Our last point here is point H. First thing we do is the x-coordinate. How far across is it? Well, if we come across until we're in line with it, negative 7. So our x-coordinate is negative 7. And our y-coordinate, well, we're going up, so that's going to be positive. It's above the line. We need to know how far up it is. Well, if we come up our y-axis, it's in line with 3. So the y-coordinate is 3. So always remember that you plot your x or your horizontal coordinates first, and then your y coordinates second.